did this thing where it's now like unpinned, so it will like hide itself, and I don't know how to undo that.
Click on the taskbar with the right button,
Uh-huh.
and then do you have Windows 10 or Windows 11?
Windows something. I don't know. 10? I think
Okay.
it's 10. Hold on, let me check. Hold on, wait, hold on. Home? Wait, where do you check that? Hold on. System? Oh wait, you just right click on the fucking on this PC. Properties. Um wait, where's what the fuck? Windows specs. Windows 11 Pro. There it is.
Okay.
Whose
Hold on just
microphone
one
is
second here. I'm gonna push out
it's
this
Daniel.
thing.
Daniel, can you do something to stop your microphone from constantly transmitting background noise? It's so
Uh,
loud.
I can mute. Yeah, I'm in my kitchen and my dishwasher is going off. Here, I'll just mute myself.
Yeah. Okay, so task manager. No, not task manager. Taskbar settings. But there's no setting for okay,
There's a
task
menu
view.
called taskbar behaviors.
Task. Oh, I see. Here it is.
Did
Optimize
did
taskbar for
OBS
touch
never come back up?
interactions. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Okay. Optimize taskbar for touch interactions. No, I don't. I hate that. Is OBS back up? What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on with my phone?
yeah,
Oh,
we're streaming.
okay.
The whole world just asked, "What's the fuck's going on with your phone too?" Now we
No,
just
it's
got
your fucking
demonetized,
group
so
chat.
thanks a lot.
It's it's all your boomer friends texting nonstop in there. Jesus.
Uh,
let
anyway, where were
me
we?
get back on the famous screens. I think this may be the most technical difficulties we've ever had playing at D&D.
Mhm. This is up there, yeah. But yeah, pitter patter. Uh, you at the moment failed to not be shot like a railgun.
Mhm.
Neat.
Would you like to do anything to mitigate that, or are you about to be used as ammunition?
Quick question.
Yeah.
The inspiration I get for writing notes, does that refresh every game?
You know what? Okay, I need to know what you're asking here. Are you saying is it cumulative, like you have 1 point for every for everything you've every time you've written notes?
No, I'm asking if, like, each time we start a session, if I have that inspiration.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm giving you permission once a session to go, hey fuckhead, I'm the only reason you didn't have to listen to your own stupid voice to remember what happened last time.
Okay.
You have
Um,
permission to blackmail the DM, renews once a session.
cool. Um, in that case, I would like to use my inspiration to not be shot like a real gun.
I'll say you can have enough to dive out of the way to barely avoid the pulse.
Okay. Slight counter proposal.
Yes.
Um,
What would
what
you
if
like?
I grab onto his arm, sinking in all claws and teeth, so that he cannot send me away without losing his arm?
Okay, this is a very different outcome you want here. So, and I'm open to it. I just want to be clear. So you are open to the idea of oh no, sorry, you don't want to okay. Are you asking you want to stay where you are and try to grapple him? Or are you saying you want to grapple him, be shot, and then I make a physique check against his own willpower to see if he rips his arm off?
No, I'm more so hoping to grapple him in the hopes that he will realize that sending me flying will also take his arm with me, and he will not send me flying.
with that inspiration, I'll let you make an impromptu grapple, like basically a grapple check. Just roll me fight or physique, whichever one you have, to just grapple onto this guy's arm. Regardless, you're not going to get shot. I'll let you just do that real quick. Plus
No.
one. What does he have? He might beef it, man. You don't know.
Be nice.
He only has a +1 to fight, so you're actually on equal. This is a ranged assailant.
Mm,
No, but this is a Stitch versus Gantu situation where it's a large man like flailing around while this ball of purple fluff is just up in his shit.
mhm.
So it is back to the hero's turn. Who wants to giggity go?
Sorry, I had to cough.
Here's again.
Well, sorry, specifically, I guess it would be who does Pitter Patter want to giggity go?
Cole, are you ready for your turn?
I am. I
I'll,
need a
I'll pick
quick
Cole.
refresher on what's happening. But other than that,
Pitter Patter tackled the pulsar, and the two of them went careening down the cliff, removing his cover and height advantage as he's now laying in a heap on the ground in front of you, where he just attempted to shoot Pitter Patter like a bullet at you.
at me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the two of them are having a little scrap over there, huh?
They're having a little scrap. Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Just some
Okay.
light balling.
So we got the pulsar, Mook.
Oh,
Lurcher.
and Kazron, or not Kazron, Kanor was tackled by the Lurch, who stabbed him in the shoulder. Darian, your alien friend, basically pulled him off, landing on the ground, but as a consequence, got stabbed directly in the neck.
Wait, our guy?
Your alien friend, yes.
What the fuck? That's quite a consequence.
It was succeeding at a major cost to tackle him off and land on the ground, and he was nearly out of stress boxes.
Okay.
So he's been stabbed. He's not like bleeding out, but he's in a bad way unless someone intervenes.
Okay, I'm gonna go beat the shit out of the Lurcher. What was his fight again? Was it really high?
The Lurcher has a quite high fight because he's a melee combatant.
Right.
But he is also, to give you the idea of the position, despite stabbing him, he's not up. He is on his back, pinned to the ground, while Darian has basically straddling him on the waist, like pinning him with his elbow in his throat. It's just he left himself open and got caught. But he does have the aspect, like the advantage for you. Like this guy's fully immovable, pinned supine.
Can I get my characters back? Again.
God, it's never ending with you.
Yeah.
There.
Excellent. Okay.
Kazron's gonna watch this stream back and be like, man, real riveting stuff here.
Yeah.
Thousands of years from now, aliens who were studying our culture will watch this stream going, this is how they interacted.
Yeah. I do not have fate points left. So was the situational aspect on the Lurcher recently generated? Like, would it be a free invoke of it for the first time?
It is a free invoke of it for the first time because no one has touched it yet, and it was only in the same room.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here and I'm just gonna bring my staff down on this guy's head to try to knock him out.
So you're just gonna, choke up and just golf swing at his temple.
Bonk!
You're going to straight up hit him in the temple with a rock.
God damn it!
Wait, why was that? God damn it! Is that the wrong
Because
character?
I rolled bad.
That's a +3. Let's roll his
No, I just had the wrong one.
advantage on
played.
the pulsar for me knocking him down the cliff. He's also supine on the ground with you. Like the two of you are just in a like you got up easier. Oh no, actually, yeah, I think it's the both of you have a situational aspect that you're just laying in a heap on the ground.
Very nice. All right, what is he gonna get? Because I need
I
to.
think the only thing that makes even the remotest amount of sense for him to roll is physique.
Okay.
Because he's pinned. He physically can't
Right.
move or fight back, so it's just going to be a straight like I'm going to try to resist the effects of a man your staff is, by the way, once again for people at home, it is a piece of quartz tied to a stick. So
Yeah.
this is literally a metal shillelagh that you're just swinging at.
It's fucking Gandalf staff, yeah.
That you're just swinging at. No, Gandalf staff didn't have a rock tied at the end.
That's fair.
And you crack him in the skull. He has no resources left. You render him fully unconscious.
Hell yeah. We have a prisoner, baby.
He is fully unconscious as his knife drops to the ground, and your friend Darian just kind of rolls off of him and lands on the ground. As he's kind of like huffing and like trying to get something out.
Mm.
As he says that if it will please, if it pleases the great fire, I attune to the rhythm of, or to the resonance of gratitude.
Nope, no problem. Let's take him in for questioning.
Great. You still. So
I turn around and like get a defensive stance and say we need to take care of the rest of these fuckers first.
So one of the mooks does have a gun right to your head, so he is gonna go next and try to shoot you. Because you took out his boy here, so he is gonna attempt to just pop you in the dome.
Okay.
Roll me some way to defend against that.
Yeah, I'm gonna block with my staff with fight. Or with sensitive force. Oh, I barely managed to.
No, you beat him. It's a 1 to a 2.
I only barely with how bad that roll was. So I basically.
Hey, Ben, there's no such thing as barely winning.
That is fair. So
there's no such rule.
He swings on me, but I turn around just in the nick of time and catch his blow with my staff and parry it off to the side.
Well, it wasn't swinging. He put a gun to your head and was trying to shoot you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I twist his wrist back. Yeah.
For sure. Who do you want to go next in the party? It's Pitter Patter and you have gone so far.
It was who? Who can go next?
Anyone but you and Pitter.
Let's have
The Lord
Shard
Charlie.
try to take out the rest of these guys.
We just started a new round, right?
No, you selected Cole to go next. So I thought it was I could have sworn it was a new round and it was you. No, it was
I don't know.
I might have lost the plot on that with everything going on. So just pick someone and we'll hand wave it. I'm not concerned. Just pick someone who hasn't gone yet.
I pick I want Shar to try to kick the shit out of the rest of these guys, or save Pitter.
I will
One or the
say,
other. I don't know.
Pitter, you just saw fall straight up from a cliff and land in a heap with a grown man who's been fucking you up, right?
Yeah.
Somehow, out of the two of them, Pitter actually looks like they're the ones who are giving him the business. Like, at first, when you saw them fall, it was in like a, oh shit, like, you know,
Ooh, that gotta hurt.
he threw Pitter off a cliff. And now it's like, oh shit, Pitter might kill this man.
Yeah,
So Shar, what do you do? You've got mooks all around you. Pulsar is now finally at eye level.
I will go fight Pulsar. I feel like the bosses are a little bit more important, so I'll help Pitter out.
yeah.
I think I'm going to get him with my lightsaber. So I'm gonna roll a fight. I'm not gonna do
Okay.
amazing, but
Let's see. He's gonna roll athletics to try and not get got. Not a 23, you adult.
So who the hell wants to get got?
I will say, if you want to use a fate point, Pitter has helpfully provided the aspect just fell off a fucking mountain. It's not a free invoke since you're not the one who created it, I believe is how that works. But
yeah. Do you think it's worth re-rolling, or should I just get the no? Because does he have anything he can invoke if I try?
he's running real low on fate points.
Yeah.
I actually
so
don't know if he has any.
I will use a fate point to invoke that to get myself a +2 to beat him by 1.
Great. So you do 1 shift of damage. Congratulations. The Pulsar has officially damage on the board.
Yeah, so I kind of like Pitter, how are you like tussling with him? Where are you at on him?
I'm attached to his right arm.
So I go for the left. And I give him a big old lightsaber gash on his left arm, attempting to cut it off.
A instantly cauterized, incredibly violent, but PG-13 friendly lightsaber gash.
Nice.
Very nice. Exactly the same. But yeah, so who do you want to go next?
It's the bad
Oh
guy.
no, it's the bad guy. So, wow, I'm sorry. I got my rhythm all fucked up. He's gonna just try and send you into space.
Did he fully lose that arm, or is he just injured there?
He's just been injured.
Okay, thanks.
Great. He is gonna palm strike you in the chest and attempt to send you into space.
All right. I would roll. I'm just gonna roll a fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, he rolled real high. Guess I do it with my fight because it's my highest thing. Ooh, no. Guess I'm getting sent into space.
Is there anything you want to do here?
I only have the 1 fate point left, and I feel like it's better served.
Okay, so luckily, he was just trying to create an advantage. He's not trying to damage you, so you don't take 4 shifts of damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why
really?
I saved my stuff, because
Honestly, 4 shifts of damage is not that much in the grand scheme of things. That might be a minor consequence. It's not actually as bad as you think it is.
Let me actually think about this. I feel like he, as much as he wants to kill you, he doesn't want to fight you and this tiny purple thing at the same time. So I think he is going to stick with you now have the temporary aspect. You now have the situational aspect. You are knocked to bejesus and back.
I didn't realize Jesus existed in the Star Wars universe. They even got him out here? Fucking
His name's Anakin. But yeah, who next?
I'm gonna say, Mira, you want to go next?
Sure.
Mira, so here's something I would like to add.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you are, would you describe this as a pretty tense situation?
Yeah.
You start to feel as you're dividing your attention, because in the space of like 6 seconds, Kanor got stabbed, then Darian tackled that guy, then he got stabbed, then the guy who stabbed him got clobbered. It's a lot happening. And you feel everything just sort of slow down around you. And you sort of look at Kanor, because he's the closest one to you, and you sort of see a almost spectral version of him sit up and run away, and then another version draw a gun, and then a third version pass out from the concussion as you look over and you see similar things happening all around you on the battlefield. As unbeknownst to you, you have begun the process of something that's going to be happening to each member of our party in due course, which is a Force Awakening. Where you have unlocked a signature ability in the Force. It's a rare thing that isn't... It's incredibly rare in the era of the Jedi that you were trained in. But nonetheless, certain individuals do have the ability to tap into the Force in very specific ways. So here's the ability that you've unlocked, is Advanced Precognition. This is once a scene, so it's once a fight, basically. You can invoke it for free. Or you can spend fate points to invoke it after that. But you get one freebie every time. Okay?
Okay.
And yours specifically, first of all, it is called Shattersight. Basically, due to your unique circumstance, having previously, before the start of the campaign, reached out and you actually did something that no other Jedi has really ever done. You touched the Force. Like, you became one with the Force and came back.
Yes.
And so now time is sort of more of a construct to you. So you can pick any enemy on this battlefield, okay?
Okay.
You can tell me what you think they're going to do. So basically just tell me an action you want them to undertake. It has to make sense for that enemy. Like, you can't say, oh, he turns and shoots his ally in the back, but you can have him try to run away. You can have him shoot one of your allies who you know for a fact, like, he has no chance of hitting. Like, someone shoots the heavily armored guy instead of the squishy guy. That's all on the table. When that happens, I'm going to roll not for the character, but for their influence in the Force and your ability to see the future So I'm going to roll a will check for them. You can't influence that with fate points the same way you could normally. This is a straight up roll. If you manage to pass and you can correctly predict it, you get a +2 on your next action against that foe, and you can interrupt their action regardless of initiative order.
Okay.
So that includes, by the way, later down the road. So if you want to say, oh, they run away and they're going to do this, you can go, I'm going to hold on and I'm going to jump in later when the dominoes that I've set in place have knocked over appropriately.
All right.
So you're looking around, freaking the fuck out as you see everything sort of in slow motion as different versions of the possible future before you start unraveling. Whose future do you want to focus on?
Kanor.
On Kanor. Okay. So what action do you... I actually don't know how... I didn't give any thought as to how this would work with an ally, believe it or not.
Wait, what was the power?
I want to know how to save Kanor because Kanor just got fucking stabbed.
Well, Kanor's didn't get stabbed. He's relatively fine. I'm more this is a power more for like attacking enemies and like setting up combat combos. I never actually thought of how you would do it for like
An ally.
helping out. If you want to forego this and just roll lore for like a medicine check in the field, I'll let you do that, but it's not going to be relevant to this.
It's just a flesh wound.
So for the
I will tell you, Kanor's not bleeding out. He is actually fine.
okay. Who's actually still on the board?
We
All
got
the mooks and the pulsar.
a pulsar and a couple of mooks. You want to move that way? Oh, okay. Sick.
Trying to tell you what I think he is going to do.
So if you want to use this ability, tell me the action you want him to undertake next. It has to make sense for what this character would do, but you can say like, I want him to suddenly decide, fuck this isn't worth it. I'm dropping my weapon and running away. You can tell me, actually, I think he's going to try and detonate the bomb in the cabin. I think he's going to try and attack somebody that he has no business attacking. As long as it's not a completely out of character thing, you can just state what you want him to do, and I will roll to see if that is indeed the future of your allotment.
The Force wills it.
Yeah. Because you reached out and touched the living force, you are untethered from your perception of time in all sense.
What do I want to do? Okay, get on the Browse server. I am open to the peanut gallery real quick if somebody wants to have input on what would be advantageous for the collective at the moment.
Oh no.
Also, following after this session, full disclosure, out of all of your powers, Mira's was the hardest one to come up with. So if we want to workshop it in between games and be like, this is a better way of accomplishing the same flavor, we can absolutely do that.
Okay.
I'm not married to any of these except for one. But like, the most important thing is having abilities that you feel motivated to use. I just thought this kind of captured the vibe.
No, this definitely does capture the vibe, and I love it. I'm just like, what in the world would benefit the collective the most right now?
You could have him run away.
But I didn't think that we wanted him to run away because he had seen the lightsabers.
I mean,
Wasn't that an issue?
no. Maybe.
It is great.
Yeah.
You could
Guys,
also order.
This dude has Force powers. He is just as at risk of that kind of shit as we are, whether or not they're organic force powers, doesn't matter to the Empire. He can't go to them.
I don't know if he's smart
the
enough to know that.
The only person he reports to is Bright Eyes.
Yeah,
That
but
is
do
the
we-
only. That is
Eyes.
the only person who he reports to.
Or does he already know that we have force powers?
I don't think he does.
I think he does either.
He doesn't know. He doesn't.
Well-
He called you Jedi, but really the only thing he knows is that there's people with lightsabers, and that means shit. No, he saw Daniel use his force speed, so yeah, he's aware that there are force users here.
Oh. Wait, who's aware? Bright Eyes?
No, you mean no? Sorry, I thought you meant the pulsar. The pulsar is aware.
Yeah, I've used
Oh.
the Force in this combat in front of all these people. So all in my, unfortunately for me, all of them have to die.
You could also, if you wanted to.
Rip. If only Kazaron were here, he'd help me kill them.
I'll tell you what. You could say he detonates the explosives that are in that cabin that were supposed to be for you, and try and kill those 2 or 3 mooks that are still on the cliff.
Okay.
There's a few things you could. This is basically for like setting up dominoes.
Okay.
Um,
So,
As a reminder, Pitter disarmed that bomb.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
He can
yeah,
still attempt to do it and find out it doesn't work, but Pitter disarmed that and took all that stuff.
that's true.
that would
Oh,
still
I will say, him attempting to run away doesn't guarantee he gets away. It just means that his back is now to you and he's trying to run. Like that might actually be usable as an advantage of like, oh, well now he's. You could also try and say like, I think he's going to start panicking, and that's potentially setting up an aspect of like he's no longer sure he can win this fight. It doesn't have to be a straight like the thing he's doing.
Okay. I would like to instill doubt in himself.
Okay, so you want him to start panicking.
Yeah.
Great. So you're gonna roll a will check. Versus your. Let's see. Give me a sec.
Your will is only a 2.
That's not. He said he's rolling a will check. He hasn't told me what I'm rolling.
Oh.
What is this? Is overcoming a thing. What is the let's see. What is your force sense ability?
I think that's the one that I don't.
Sense force is 0.
Sense force 0. Oh no, I set this at a fair, so I'm gonna roll a +2 with him. So give me 1 second.
I do have a question. Wouldn't it be force alter since I am like?
No, you know what? Yeah, do it.
Okay, cool. And click the button. Force alter. Because I'm affecting another person.
You got a 1. You got
So-
3 minuses.
So to be clear, this is not. This is an overcome, so it's going to be a static. So it's just your. I'm going to use your bonus, so it's a 4. And how do I want to do that? Shit, I didn't. I'm discovering chat. Full disclosure, I didn't give the mechanics of this enough thought. Is what I'm learning here. My bad.
It's okay.
I just wanted to give everyone cool superpowers. I was
It's
really,
actually not okay, and we all hate you.
I was really planning on Kazaron's being the one that got debuted today, and it was just a murder one. So it's really
Why don't
easy
you
to-
make it why don't you make it that they don't have to roll just once per scene. They know the intention and next action of a target and can warn anybody, but also you get a boost against them for that one turn before they do it.
Maybe I
That
just
might
want to
be
make it
simpler.
feel like I just want to make it feel like powerful and cool, since it's a once a seen like major thing.
That is fair.
Who
the fuck is whistling? What the fuck?
Ben, who do you think is whistling? You know who my roommates are.
God damn it. Are you still in the kitchen? What are you doing, man?
No, I'm just in my room.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
His microphone is way too sensitive, is what's happening. Fix your microphone, please.
It's getting better. My weapon against Will is going to be perfect.
Yeah, Ben, I'm sorry my roommates are too whimsical for you. I'm sorry you don't live with enough whimsy in your life.
Are you in a silly, goofy mood?
Yeah, maybe get whimsical, you fucking loser.
But yeah, Mira, as you see the different versions of him, one of the versions, he sends out a massive, basically a suicide pulse and just murders everybody here. You see one of the versions, like runs away. One of the versions, he pulls a knife out of nowhere and stabs Pitter Patter. You weirdly see one version where him and Pitter start doing like a line dance. As everything smashes in on itself. As you see him look over at the sight of his ally and friend being cracked in the head, panics, and you see him like look with a bolt of fear as he's going to scurry to his feet and start trying to put distance in between Pitter. So your next action against this foe has a +2. And before the end, also, anytime he wants to invoke an aspect, you can cancel it. You can just go, no, you can't do that because that's not how you did that.
Okay, and which guy is this?
This is the Pulsar. This is the boss.
Oh, damn. That's so convenient.
So he's it's almost like I kind of fudged some numbers because I didn't want you to beef it on your first time using your full power.
That's okay.
As he scurries back, he's gonna use. I think he's gonna use his turn to just start yelling out to his boys to finish this shit. We gotta shut this down now. As number 2 is gonna try and shoot Pitter. Pitter, roll to not be shot. Roll to be not unalived.
Try your best.
Okay. I feel like I really need to reorganize my skills at some point.
At the end of this session, you're gonna hopefully.
Yeah, we've been forgetting to do the milestones every session.
This is the big one. You're gonna get to
Yeah. But like our minor milestones are usually once a session or at least once a scene that we can switch to skills around. And we haven't been able to be doing that. Oh,
Jesus. Okay, Pitter, unless you have something you want to get in the way of this, take 5 shifts of damage.
Okay.
That's
Have you even been hurt? No. So you don't have a
I was hurt. I was
you have one. No, but you have one physical stress box, but you have no consequences.
Oh, yes.
So I think this is you take your 1 physical and then a moderate consequence.
Okay.
And this is a real fucking easy one. You have a gunshot wound.
Got it.
Real straightforward there. You were shot with a gun and now you have a wound from it. Boom.
Okay. Yep.
Who's going next?
This will be the first time Pitter visits Doc Smiley for themselves.
For the first time, yes, as a patient. It's so funny to me, the idea of just this tiny furry creature, like all 6 arms up in the air, falling to the ground in slow motion while Ave Maria plays.
But it's the space version played by Max Rebo.
Ave
One of the galaxy's foremost jizz whalers.
Yeah. But anyway.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's coming up on 10 o'clock. And what does everybody want to do? Do we want to keep going for another hour?
I'm good to go as long as you guys want to.
I'm fine, but I will not, because I do want to finish this combat, but I will not force it on him.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to finish the combat tonight. I know we had a lot of technical issues and it's going kind of slow here, but I think we can get it done pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about the full hour, but like I would also like to finish the combat.
Yeah, not another hour, but just enough to finish.
If you don't finish it by like 30 minutes, though, I'm calling it.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, then
So
let's hurry the
30
fuck up. Whose turn is it?
I don't know. That's up to Mira.
Who wants to go?
I think Kanor hasn't gone yet, and Pitter hasn't gone yet.
Between the two of you, do either of you want to go, or do I choose?
You choose.
All right, I'm gonna go Pitter.
Okay. So Pitter just got shot. The guy is running away from them, and I think Pitter's just gonna shoot back. Let's shoot the guy that shot Pitter. Yeah, that sounds good.
Revenge. Love to see
Yes.
it.
Pitter is not above it. Turnabout, fair play, and all that. So
F them.
Get his ass.
All right, let's see. Athletics. Sparks fly out of his armor as the once again PG-13 safe wounds are administered, and he falls dead as a doornail from the cliff.
Pitter blows on the barrel of the blaster.
It's just a little twirl around her finger.
And it goes ouch because of their bullet wound or blaster wound.
The middle of her right side is not working properly.
Good thing I have so many arms on the other side too. Don't know how people with only 2 arms get along. It's crazy.
This is crazy. I don't know how y'all live like this.
Really.
Beg I go.
Enemy go. Mook number 2 is gonna try and shoot Cole, I think. Actually, you know what? No. Mook number 3 is gonna try and shoot you.
Let's do it. Get fuck nerd.
Okay. That's the one right next to you.
Okay, cool. Boom.
Holy fuck.
Whoa.
It's not even. I don't even know what to say about a 6 versus a 2.
I bonk his gun out of his hand.
You know what?
Dunked on
Sure.
him.
Great.
Wait, you said this was number 3? Oh,
Three, the
yeah.
one
the
right
guy
next to you.
Yeah.
Great. You flip the gun out of his hand. He looks at the gun or looks at the blaster. He looks back at you and just goes, you know, for whatever it's worth, it weren't my idea to do all this. I actually was in favor of just, I actually voted against doing the ambush. And as for the Jedi thing, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I got lots of well, not lots of Jedi friends, but I got friends would do the, and he does like the Jack Sparrow finger wiggle at you.
Make him roll rapport.
No, I'm just gonna say, well, then I suggest you make haste.
Right, you know what? Sounds like a good idea. I'm just gonna, and yeah, he's gonna straight up just try and flee.
So he runs away. Perfect.
Who next?
Let's. Oh wait,
I
that's
think Kanor might be the only option.
Kanor was the Kanor is really the only option. So
Yep. Kanor.
Yeah, I don't have a
It's on
target
top.
though.
I don't know. Pop up and shoot at any of these fucking mooks. Just shoot them.
Pulsar's still around.
Or the pulsar. He's still up. He's running away.
Pulsar's running away, is he? Well, I'll see if I can take a pot shot at him.
He's
There. And I will roll shoot.
Okay, that's a 4. He's gonna try and defend. This is the pulsar you're shooting at, correct?
Correct, sir.
Oh, buddy! Let's see.
Aw,
Taking more damage on the board.
ain't that too bad.
Great. It just clips him past as he God damn it, grabs his shoulder. He's gonna aim a hand, and I'm gonna need Cole, Kanor, and Mira to make a roll. He's gonna do his final telekinetic push.
What are we rolling?
To get the fuck out of the way, or a flexibility check to put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm going to.
No, there's a wave of force flying. There's a wave of force flying at you, and it's just a concussive wave that you need to try and avoid somehow. So, jump behind something, just grit down and weather the storm. However you want to do it. It's how you want to get through this.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay.
No.
I'm going to use physique to try to soak as much of it as possible.
Do it up. Oh. Cole, Mira.
Oh, do you need us to roll?
Yes. Anything you want to not get hit by this.
Okay, I will roll my sense force to sense that it's coming and jump out of the way in time.
Okay.
And then Mira, what do you want to roll?
I don't know, whatever seems the most applicable.
Your physique is a 2. Your athletics is a 0.
I'll let you roll stealth again just to try and cram yourself behind that little cliff.
Your stealth is a 2.
Oh, no. Remember, I actually forgot something. Mira, because of your power you used, as you see him charging up this pulse, you do have the ability to interrupt him from doing this. So if you want to pop up and try and shoot him before he gets the chance.
Yes, I would like to do that.
You gonna roll shoot?
Yep.
So before we even decide this, so you got a 4. He's got to try and avoid this.
Oh, good.
Oh my god!
Ouch.
So
Damn,
Mira saw
fucking
the vision of
annihilated
him
him.
running away and then stopped to charge up the telekinetic pulse. It's you behind the cliff, just okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just you truly fire the blaster shot at where he's gonna be in like a few seconds as he runs into your blaster. It hits him in the head and flips him ass over tea kettle.
Oh, he's dead.
He is not dead, but as he is laying on the ground,
I forgot
what's up?
I forgot PG-13.
No, he's not dead, but you do see that you shot out his eye.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He is now out of stress boxes, moderate and severe consequence slots. So now it's the good guy's turn again, because that was his turn that Miranda.
Nice.
And sure enough, Kanor, you take no damage.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because you happen to be traveling with an unhinged teenager who can see the future and is mid-crash out.
I didn't get candy, guys. Kind of mad about it. I didn't think we were going on this big long trip when I stocked up at the store.
Out of candy, kind of mad about it.
Yeah. And then also my best bud got attacked like right out the gate. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Stab wound and like gunshot wound.
It's just Pitter like just pick something up, ow. Just pick it up again, ow. Just pick it up again, ow.
It's a glitch on the wall. He got me.
So, Kanor. It is,
Yeah.
it
Who's
is
going
your
next?
choice, I believe, of who goes next, because you were the last player character to go.
Oh,
And it's free roll. We're back at the
And
top.
as we've all gone, I would request, I would like, I have a thing I'd like to do.
well, sure, Shar.
See, now that this guy has been absolutely annihilated and breathing on him would kill him, he did, the last thing he did to me was fling me into space. So
Oh no.
I'd like to go over and,
There's a star man waiting.
no, not that level of poetic justice. I'm gonna, let me see.
We're getting a redux of would you let me teach you how that power is supposed to be used?
Oh, hang on. No, I need gifts.
Oh, he's looking up a GIF. Guys, he's looking
Yeah,
up
let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is oh no, that's the Disney-fied version. I need to find the full. I can't find the full one, but this is my plan for what I want to do to him.
Oh Lord! Wait, the Disney that's literally the Lucasfilm version. How is it the Disney-fied version?
The Lucasfilm version has more cuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
he fully
the piece.
disassembles Jango Fett in the Lucasfilm version.
I don't remember ever seeing that. I think I've only
It's
ever seen
deleted.
just
Deleted
the
scene.
Yeah, the Disney
Yeah,
one cuts
it's
it down to just cutting his hand and head off, but like Mace Windu goes to town on him in the Lucasfilm
So
version.
you want to section this man up like you were dividing up a rotisserie chicken?
Yes.
Well, he's currently laying on the ground screaming as he's missing a fucking eyeball. So
Yeah, like kind of as he's like picking himself back up, I'm just gonna go and lightsaber him to death.
great. It's he. You're running up on him on the blind side, and then he turns around, only notices you because his entire world suddenly turns green.
Oh.
So he looks up with like a what the heck? As you basically run towards him, cut through his head, and then in a smooth motion, you let go of your lightsaber and allow the momentum to turn it, grab it in reverse grip. You spin around your heel, slice him right below the chest, cock your lightsaber back up, and then divide him cleanly into quarters.
If Kazron were, if his player was here right now,
He would be rock hard.
yes. Kazron looking at me like some fucking Jedi.
Kazron is like, y'all can do that too?
First, he sees Mira take out somebody's eye just like he did, and now he sees the Jedi cut somebody apart.
I thought y'all were the good guys.
Great. The other mooks that are left fully turn and run.
Okay.
The two that are left are fully like, hey, the two guys that we have with superpowers.
It's like 4 of them, yeah.
Just got friggin' got. They are running. If you want to pursue them, you can. It is not going to be difficult, but you are effectively alone, and you get the vibe that they're not going to be reporting back to base any fucking time soon. Their priority is
Yeah, there's no need to hunt them down or anything.
as you may have gathered from the fact that their names are Mooks 1 through 10.
Yeah.
The odds of them becoming a recurring NPC are low.
I think we should
It's in Shadow of War, you know.
I think we should incapacitate the prisoner here.
He's fully unconscious. You brained him in the temple with a rock, dude.
Does anybody? Oh, you know what? I take the restrainers that were on Durand, and I put them on this guy.
Yeah, we still gotta help him.
You what?
He gets up. He's in a bad way, but he kind of coughs and he says that if it pleases the Great Fire, he attunes again to the resonance of gratitude.
Yeah, we got to get you back to Doc Smiley.
If it would please the Great Fire, I attune to the resonance of confusion. What is a Doc Smiley?
He's the town healer.
Let's see. It is unlikely that I would be welcome there. Mike,
Don't matter to me none.
As he says that if you remember, his people are technically not allowed within the borders of your town.
I do remember, but I'd like to see them try to stop me.
Great.
Here comes over.
He looks over at the other guy, looks down at the lurcher. If it pleases the Great Fire, I would attune to the resonance of acceptance and say that, all things considered, that is not an illogical statement for you to make.
Pitter comes over and Pastorian on the calf and is just like, it's okay. I don't think Doc Smiley will care. And then they say ouch because they moved the wrong arms.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to get you to Doc Smiley too, little one.
Yes.
Yeah. That hurts a lot.
Yeah.
If it pleases the Great Fire. Right? And he looks over at you, Kanor, and he says that if it would please the Great Fire, he would attune to the resonance of as he says, embarrassment. As he tells you that it has been some time since he was in a fight, and even longer since he was in one hand to hand without a weapon. Even then, I was mostly trained as a scout.
What weapon are you most proficient with?
Great. He says that he was trained in several, but that his people traditionally would use a what did I call it? That his people would most primarily use a shard blade.
A shard blade. Okay. Isn't that a fucking Brando Sando thing?
I'm stealing it. Fuck you.
Awesome.
It's not what it is. It's not what it is in the Stormlight Archive. It's a different thing.
Right.
When you find out what it is, you'll be like, damn, yeah, you're right. That's a shard blade.
Yeah, fair enough. I assume it's a lightsaber just as the hilt, which would be fucking cool as hell. But
wait, a lightsaber with a what?
That's the Kyber crystal is the hilt and the whole project some kind of through that. But we'll see.
Steve. Yeah, he says that
probably sick of shit. Okay, well,
he says that it was that is what his people are mostly trained with. But it was along with a spark bow.
A spark bow. That sounds cool as fuck. All right. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any of those. But I go over and I pick up a blaster from one of these out, and I hold it out to him and ask if he wants to use one of.
Right. I mean, he takes it from you as he wrinkles his nose up and says that if it would please the great fire, attuned to the resonance of derision.
Reluctance.
He says this is not the kind of weapon that my people would relish using. But nonetheless, as he puts it,
Peter pulls out a knife and offers it to him, just like a regular metal knife, though it's maybe more of a machete.
Unfortunately, unless you'd like to take us back to your people to pick something up, unfortunately, at this juncture, beggars can't be choosers.
Oh no, he's taking it regardless, but it's just in a like, oh, I don't like this.
Fair enough. I agree.
He knows how to use it in theory, but like he kind of holds it out in front of him in the way of like, I've seen this used before, and it doesn't seem too hard, but
if you do not wish to use it, there is no pressure to take it. But if you would like one, it is here for you. I trust.
mean, he nods, and that and the machete from Peter, he tucks them away, but does warn you that when I am, or no, he says that he will keep them with in case they run into more trouble on the way back, but does say that you will have to confiscate them again when they re-enter town, or else because they will be taken from you when I go back to jail.
Fair enough. We're not going to let that happen. By the way, this is not the main goal of this venture was to get you out of jail, and I have no intention to get thrown back in.
Without that, there is no other way for me to remain within town. And without that, I have no way of getting close to the governor's mansion to reclaim the false spark.
Yes, well, let me worry about that. I have a plan.
So, I guess with the last bit of the campaign here, we can plan for next session, as you can.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to search around this area before we leave this place. I want to search around in the house now that the bombs have been disengaged and like see if they had any kind of equipment or anything here that would help us.
I want to take all of the rest of the tanks of propane.
Of space fuel.
Yes.
I will say,
Rhydonium or whatever.
Elephant in the room. How is everybody feeling about your friend and ally Cole's suspicions about the identity of Rida, who you learn from the Lurcher is the man who gave everyone, who's the leader of the Outriders and the one who is bestowing these false force abilities?
Peter feels like it makes sense.
That is the deputy?
It's definitely the deputy, right?
Yeah.
We can't make any overt moves against him because the Empire is growing in presence in town, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to be kind of discreet when we get back to town. Maybe go in undercover darkness, Smiley, and get him to patch everybody up.
But we're gonna have to tell him something. Like, what were we gonna say happened here? That we didn't get any information?
No. He doesn't expect us to make it back, remember? These guys were saying that we were supposed to get picked off by the fucking scorpions and then blown up in this house.
Yeah, you're, as far as he is aware right now, you are corpses.
We're gonna ride back into town, and he's gonna know that we're gonna know that he knows that we know that he's Bright Eyes.
That I'm gonna know, that you're gonna know, that he's gonna know.
But they know that I know that they know that they can fuck themselves.
But yes, as far as he is aware right now, you are corpses. At least until his guys don't call him back.
Which we should try to keep that as long as possible. The element of surprise can be pretty clutch here if we can keep that.
Okay, so we have to head back to town secret.
Secret, yes, under cover of darkness, which, I mean, is probably when we're going to end up getting back anyway. I assume,
Yeah.
like, getting later in the day right now.
If you like hauled ass all the way back and didn't stop, didn't take the scenic route, the whole thing, you would get back like dark, but like the last bits of sun on the horizon.
Okay.
Like it's dark enough for you to slip in, but it's not like everyone's in bed asleep.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure that out then. I want to, I want to search around this house really quick, see if there's any information that we.
Okay. So, Pitter, I'm just going to tell you, you have essentially an unlimited amount of time to just tear the copper out of the walls and whatever other, like, horrible little gremlin things your heart desires.
Okay, one of the bombs, the fuel tank bombs.
Oh,
I'll take everything that's useful, but especially that.
I'm aware. It's like the propane bombs. There's like a can of aerosol that you think you can make a fucking flamethrower out of. That's going to like. What do you want?
You know what would be really cool, but possibly unlikely, because Peter was really hoping in another fight with these guys that they would get another buzzsaw.
No,
Right on.
Those are not here at the moment.
Okay, I'll just have to wait for the next encounter then.
The scouts probably don't carry the buzzsaws.
Those were like a thing that they got for a job.
Oh.
Okay, but they did have several, and I only took one.
They have more. Back at wherever their base is, they have more.
It's only a matter of time.
Build one in like 5 minutes. She's like, it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah, I was like,
cool.
I literally have most of the parts. I'm only missing an engine.
Great. So, anybody else want to look around, or anybody else doing any, like, making any specific moves here?
Unless there's a better gun on the ground that I can replace my piece with, then no, not really.
Nothing super relevant. I'll say that, like, narratively, if you want to say you upgrade to like a rifle or a shotgun, I'll let you, but it's not going to make a mechanical.
Nah.
Worth
it.
Yeah, I would like to investigate here and see if there's anything useful in the building or around this place.
Okay. I don't even think it would require a roll because it's not particularly hidden if you have a basically unlimited amount of time.
Okay.
You find a couple of the vehicles that basically the people rode here in that are no longer with us.
Oh, are they nice?
It looks weird as fuck. You are looking at this. You've never seen a vehicle like you're not a vehicle expert by any means, but you're not really sure what you're looking at.
Damn, if only we had a vehicle expert on this team.
If only we had a vehicle expert on this team. Let me take a stab at it and see what kind of vehicle it is.
So this is basically, it is to an SUV what a rat rod is to a Model T. Like somebody has taken a larger, more cumbersome, like hover skiff that's normally used for like hauling cargo, and they have stripped it down to the bones. And you see they've bolted these two large, like, actually, I will try and get an image later of exactly what this is, but basic or like a concept of what I'm talking about. Imagine a large, boxy SUV type gift. On the sides, you see something that was obviously added on later, and as you're kind of fapping about with it, you kind of pull like a release lever as the hydraulics disengage, and you see two speeder bikes drop off the side. The hover engages, and they just kind of float there, as it seems like you have a modular vehicle.
I found my ride.
It's a larger transport that's slower and more cumbersome and has smaller, faster speeders that are not armored. Let me see. Not far off, aside from like the TIE Fighter panels, obviously, but yeah, it has these small speeder bikes that can disengage and either run interference or scout or whatever. But it has them bolted onto the side.
Well, the way I see it.
Look
And
who
the
finally
Kazron
decided to show up.
just starts shitting everywhere. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey, sorry, I got home a little while ago and I just didn't realize you guys were still on.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
we're
still
just
on.
we're just wrapping things up.
Oh, okay.
We beat the
Was
bad
it a
guy.
good session?
Yeah.
I got a truck.
Awesome.
It not my favorite, but we got across what I wanted to get across.
I think it
Okay.
went really well.
Well,
I'll watch the replay. I'll watch the replay from Kanor's stream, unless he recorded it and can send it to me.
Oh, it's on the Mighty Corsair on YouTube.
Okay, I'll have to download that and add it. Yeah.
Subscribe. I need subscribers.
I will.
I only
I'm gonna do
need.
that right now.
Hold on, let me check. I only need 495 more subscribers before I can get monetized.
Yeah, their monetization over on fucking YouTube is bullshit. I'm gonna be real. It's absolute garbage the way they fucking do it.
Good thing I just do this as a
Absolute
hobby.
garbage.
What if in the bottom
Yeah.
of the stream we just put Subway Surfers, and then every like 15 seconds
That'll get 'em.
we can add some Family Guy clips.
Anything's possible.
For the vibe of what in particular you have, I really like the second to last or the one above it, but the second to last kind of captures the feeling of like the hack job.
Oh, I gotta show that to my audience. There we go. Yeah, I like that.
You guys are wrapping up.
Yeah.
Anything specific?
I have subscribed
that I
to you.
need to know?